very well. I've got a long road ahead. Don't waste a step. I should speak up.
You killed one vampire, but released 7,000 of his spawn. Have you lost all sense?
They were innocents. To kill them would have been an even greater crime. But if you do decide to go hunting them, know they include your children.
They survived?
Well, that depends on how you define survived, really. But they are free. They're making their way into the Underdark as we speak.
This is difficult news. We will need to decide what it means. Thank you for what you have done. Slaying Cazador was a great justice. As for the rest, well, time will tell.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
What am I to do?
How delicious.
Da da da.
What to do? If not over, then through. What's hiding here?
Can't afford to stay idle. Got to press on. Worth a try.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. At the ready. Here we go.
traps.
This'll be fun.
How considerate.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have. Time to press ahead. Seems simple enough. Just another crate. What's inside? Looks empty. Maybe I need more pockets.
A friendly face at last. Are you going to the party as well? I know. Bit strange, isn't it? But then you have to be open to trying new things. The venue's called The Palace. Not sure what it stands for, but it sounds very exclusive. My date's supposed to meet me here, but there's no sign of him. You haven't seen him, have you? Pale, skinny, extremely piercing eyes. Looks a bit like your friend here.
Oh dear. I assure you, it's not.
It's funny. He was ever so keen for me to come. He didn't seem the type to cancel. Normal. Mostly. Didn't have much of an appetite at dinner, though he said he was saving himself for tonight. He was so enthusiastic. I don't understand why he hasn't shown up. Now you mention it, he brought his own wine with him to the Mermaid last night. Strange smell it had. Kind of metallic. You know what? I might give this party a miss. Plenty more fish in the Chionthar, as they say. If you see him, don't tell him I was here. Just tell him I wasn't ready to be in a relationship. I'm sure he'll understand.
On my way. Always at your side.
So Astarion didn't fulfill his master's ambitions for himself. At least that means he's his own man. Though, I'm a little surprised he didn't covet those powers.
If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
They say that the only thing a vampire can feel is hunger. Nothing else touches them. Not grief or mercy. Or any sense of what is just. Who knows? There is often more ignorance than insight in what they say.
Astarion showed restraint where most others wouldn't. He might not appreciate the sentiment, but I'm proud of him.
Astarion resisted the allure of Cazador's would-be powers, and I am glad of it. Whatever he would have gained would have come at a great price.
Astarion chose right, and any well-trained Githyanki would have chosen the same. We seek might not for individual power, but for the good of the collective. I may no longer serve Vlaakith, but I still attend to a collective, the allies of the Prince of the Comet, and, of course, the one we've made for ourselves. To seek power for personal glory alone is a farce. Astarion was wise to see it. It is done. Vlaakith's will be done.
Looking ahead. Don't waste a step.
He'd hate to hear me say this, but I'm so fucking proud of Astarion. He could have had it all, but he kept his soul instead. Wasn't sure he had it in him, but he's changed so much. Overcome so much darkness. Oh, I could smooch that pointy little face!
You did a good thing back there. I won't dwell on the matter. I know that's not a sentiment you're accustomed to reveling in, but rest assured, your actions have spoken for themselves.
What can I do for you, my friend? That's strange. Knowing I'll never hear Cazador's voice again. Knowing it'll never command me to bow against my will. I'm free from him. Forever. I have to hope so. And if not, at least there's only so much damage they can do in the Underdark. But that first rush of freedom can be intoxicating. I didn't always make the best decisions when I first tasted it. They'll need guidance. No. Much as I'd like to become a lord ruling over the Underdark's vampire spawn, we have unfinished business with the Mind Flayers. After that, who knows? Everything that happened to those spawn is my fault. In a way. I suppose that's the less convenient side of freedom. Having to live with the choices you made. Back at the ritual, all I could see was the power on offer and the safety it promised. I was so blinded by it. Just as Cazador was. But you saw something in me. Someone else I could be. Someone who could break the cycle of power and terror that started centuries ago. You saved me back there. I may not have appreciated it at the time, but I do now. Thank you. You did more than that. You believed in me. Believed I was enough. Just the way I am. When I look at my future, anything and everything feels possible now. You saved me from myself and let me walk a new path where I can be free. Truly, honestly free. This is a gift, you know. Thank you. I won't forget it.
Voss will be pleased with our progress. Come, to the underground. We must show him the Orphic hammer.
await your good word.
Come closer. Tell me what you see.
His voice carries the weight of untold centuries, and his ridges are scarred with uncounted battles. This is no dragonborn. This is a red dragon, the very same who carried Voss near the Gith crash.
It is so. Call me Kudenos, Master of Flames, Splitter of Skies. I will be the one to carry Voss into battle against Vlaakith. And I will be the one to breathe the flames that melt her. More than I could count. We were pacted by the archdevil Tiamat and forced to serve the Githyanki. It is to the people that I'm loyal, not to the Lich Vlaakith, a corpse in Gith clothing. I know Orpheus, just as I knew his mother. A new future will be planted in the wake of the comet. Until we meet again, mortal. I look forward to fighting alongside you. Vlaakith will tremble at the sound of our roar. Even with Prince Orpheus to guide us, we are too...
Kithrak Voss, may the astral sea be still as you cross it.
And may your mind be of steel, so your blade may be of silver to Lakmagir. Have you retrieved the Orphic hammer? Will our prince's chains finally be broken? The Prince of the Comet is not dead. The Prince of the Comet will come again. The Prince of the Comet will liberate us from the Lich Queen's tyranny. The prophecy is one step closer to fruition.
Gith's son will soon ride against Vlaakith, Voss, and I will follow him into battle.
And you will wield the greatest gift Mother Gith ever granted her dauntless children.
A silver sword. I will carry it for the honor of Gith, the great liberator, and her unforgotten son.
Istik, now that you have the hammer, you must find a way to enter the astral prism. Once inside, smash Orpheus's bonds. His cry will shake the plains, and I will fly to your aid. The Prince of the Comet will sear the heavens again. First we'll defeat the Absolute, then we let the Lich Queen tremble.
Think again. I will not permit your entry.
Questions, Istik? You seem to be lost in thought. The Prince of the Comet aches for Githyanki liberation more than he abhors Geich. He might seethe when you free him. He might gnash his teeth and slander your name. But he will see reason. I promise you. Yes, but you will meet this challenge, as you've met so many others. Istik, friend to Orpheus. Together we will end the Elder Brain which shakes this city. Then I turn my sights to Vlaakith, the Queen of Deceit. When you break Prince Orpheus free, his psionic cry will alert us. I will fly to your side. Together, we will fell the Elder Brain and thwart the grand design.
Since I was old enough to hold a blade, I've dreamt of wielding a silver sword. The swords cleave both meat and mind, body and brain. To swing one, mesmerizing. To be slain by one, agonizing. Everyone I bleed with the sword will be my tribute to Prince Orpheus.
You recall another fact about silver swords. The Githyanki forbid their use by all other peoples.
Only Gith's children may wield swords of silver, unless a Githyanki grants the right in exceptional circumstance. The illithid grand design nears. The true heir is shackled. These are exceptional circumstances. I grant my allies the right to my silver. Certainly not, or the Prince's honor guard would have already fractured his prison. Only the Orphic hammer can break Orpheus free. A Kithrak's silver sword is more than a weapon. It is an extension of your will, an entire limb unto itself. You merely need to think strike, and it strikes. The sword carves the correct path, and carries your arm with it. The ancient slates tell us that each sword holds a fragment of the living gate, a flesh portal made from the stuffs of nightmare.
The terrible living gate, thinner than a lamb's hair and hidden deep beneath the Feywild.
The silver injures the body, the gate's flesh injures the mind. A formidable weapon against Geich. Very well. Eager for battle.
All right. What now? Lies before me. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Ready to do some business? Give me that! Can't have this floating around loose. I thought I was meant to be the thief. So what if it is? Choosing the right allies is just common sense. You wouldn't have made it this far on your own. Big Raff doesn't own me. He's just giving me the tools to keep myself alive and to take what I want. As for what that is, well, you didn't think I planned to stop at running the Fetcher's brats, did you? Come find me when I'm running this whole guild and see how easily the gold wipes away any regrets I do have. I wouldn't miss it for the world. Baldur's Gate is home now, and the brats are my family. Nobody messes with my family.
Let's talk price. See anything of yours? No, you didn't.
We're lost, aren't we?
Why would we get up? Why?
We can't get involved with this. Don't listen to him, kid. We've got you.
Please stand still for evaluation.
Considering an army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats.
Exactly.
Same.
Can't risk being in open view. Swift as my feet can carry me.
Say anything about the horrible present of Baldur's Gate, a city of crime and chaos.
No, I doubt it. But we'll try. I really thought Tamrin would stick it out. He's a good mason. A good mason turns up for work. Tamrin ain't a good mason.
What path lies before me?
Sing a song of Baldur, who founded Baldur's Gate. Empire golden, built on trade, could not avert his fate. When three dead assailed his forge, transformed he fell their thrones. From the thread from leather ears.
Voss stands at the ready. All that remains is to return to the astral prism and break Orpheus free. How we get in remains to be seen. Are you sure that's the best course of action? Confirmed. Until then, I remain at the ready.
Yes? As you wish. Always nice to be wanted.
A little further. Let's have a look.
Let's move.
Where in the hell has this tampering got to? I wish I bloody knew. This job's a six-handed. We can't do it without one. Another one who can't take a bit of hard work.
Home of Lavernica, groundskeeper of Bloomdridge Park, lover of birds, bees, and everything in between.
Keep a blade close. Let's crack it open.
Didn't seem the type to just bugger off. Like Burke, Brown, didn't stop them running. When worked hard of the day, he was still chipping away with a leg lock. Never saw when he left though, did we? He could be propping up the bar in the elf song for all we know.
Goose pimples. Goose pimples around here. Bits of the book were downright naughty.
Morgan, please! We're in public. Let's keep away from the book's racier parts.
Racy? More like juicy. A very juicy read.
Yeah, the book was a lot more nude than its prequels. Please focus. We're the book brigade, not a smut symposium.
On my way.
The corpse remains silent.
with haste.
This body, a sacrifice or some kind of display.
Look at those colours. That's a clown's leg for sure.
Anything of use?
The corpse has nothing to say.
La, da, da, da. Huh. Moving it.
All right. What now? At the ready. I'll give it a shot.
Crimson drafts. Due to the presence of prohibited substances and apparatus, this house has been reclaimed by order of Archduke Enver Gortash. Private residence of Oliver Tafoco. If I'm not here, I'm waiting to greet you downstairs at Beehive Goods and Wares.
Precisely in times of trouble that we need images of peace.
You're just making that up on the spot.
It's street art. If you don't like it, you can literally walk away. Oh, well, that's nice to hear. Thanks.
Evaluation is harmless.
These artist types are always so soft, aren't they? You make one little comment and their egos crumble to dust.
Property of Laura Burgors. Due to family circumstances, we are not accepting visitors at this time.
Sounds like something you'd say if you had no idea.
Trust me, when you're older, are too big. You'll appreciate the breaks.
And I don't like the colours.
You're here. Does this mean you found my daughter? The flaming fish still have no clue. Useless twats! Please, don't give up on her.
Bit cheery, isn't it? Well, you know there's war on.
It's precisely the times of
You're just mad I sell more copies than you. Look, pal, you want a broadsheet? You'll have to wait. I'm taking my break. You got a problem with that? Talk to the Gazetteers Guild. I got rights, you know.
Is that supposed to be a bar or a...
Sorry, we can't sell you the broadsheet yet. Got to take my stinky break first. Boring. Come on. If I can't sell broadsheets, I'll be I wish I'd something to give, but times are hard for all of us.
Keep sucking in that sea air. Good for the tails.
Might have to switch to ale if the water supply keeps failing.
You here for water too? Don't bother, it's broken. Just like the rest of our public services.
I think.
Can't blame them, I suppose. They've got armies.
Can't miss my first roll call for the fists.
You might want to wash up first. You've got a few souvenirs from the night stuck to your chin.
Oh, that plum prosecco. Oh, gods, never again. Never again. Solemn oath, solemn vow, solemn...
And now these buns, Dickon. You're wasted. Wasted.
One last spinge is just what we needed. Because tomorrow, we wake up as flaming fists. What's the matter with you, Freshie? I know you're green, but you don't have to turn green, eh?
Do you tap that bottle like someone
Report the Delors.
Perhaps a publicity disaster.
No one fixes anything unless it hurts them personally.
Just out of view.
I don't have a sweetheart. Don't you worry about that, Freshie. Soon you'll have a handsome uniform. Kind enough.
One day I'll catch a break.
You've got to offer.
Them, I
And
suppose.
first
They've got
round will be
armies
on
to
you.
deal with.
Don't even mention drink.
No politician ever
You've
went
gone
down
and
in
done
history
it now.
fixing the plumbing.
He's a bit to me. Not like I forced it down his neck.
Racy. More like juicy. A very juicy.
Done yet? I don't have any chunks to go. It's all water.
Water.
Well, liquid anyway. Oh, where's it all coming from?
Let's have a look.
Toast, then it
novel sense of intrigue was its finest. Don't get me wrong, the book intrigued me. In the right way. Unless it hurts them personally.
Deep breaths, laddie. You'll be right in no time.
Good, because we have no time. This leaky wine skin's due back to barracks.
Half the new recruits will be the same way. There's no rush. Keep sucking in that sea air.
Blame them, I suppose. They've got armies to deal with.
Don't even say it.
It's not that. It's that no politician ever went down in history for fixing the plumbing.
Yes, but you do go down in history if your citizens die of thirst.
Watch your back. Symbol.
I think not bad now. Can't miss my first.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Just another crate. Best be on my way.
Be careful. There are traps about. Should be easy.
Still alive, so that's progress. Here we go. Moving ahead. Step carefully. There's a trap.
Over here. A trap. Someone doesn't like visitors.
Never a dull moment. Don't mind if I do.
Don't touch me. A crooked touch.
What to do? Don't waste a step.
What's the matter with you, Fresh? I know you're crazy, but you don't have
If common sense can't sway He them, attacked that bottle like someone was going to give him a medal for it.
I feel like I'm going to die.
Nah. Hold on until